This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian.
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side fly, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy James. This is the baddest black belt, Nakai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
This is Nakai, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I'm, of course, your host, James J., and it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with Nakai.
What up, what up? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Can't really complain. A little sore, but, we get through the day.
I mean, I get it. You're coming off of a major Iron Man match not too long ago, no?
Yeah, went through a 20-minute Iron Man match against Papi Duran. I was defending my AEPW Wrestling Championship. Unfortunately, couldn't retain it, but I'll give Papi props. He's definitely deserved that. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little emotional as I looked back to the ring and I saw his family get in the ring with him as he's like celebrating with the championship. So it was very, as much as it sucks that I lost the belt, it was definitely a very emotional moment to be a part of.
What made it so emotional for you?
I feel like since I've won that wrestling championship, I've made it a thing where I was going to defend it every week. I was on every week in AEPW, and since winning it, I've had 17 successful defenses. I'm very proud of each and every match I've had defending the title, and finally just. I feel like it was just the right moment, and it was the right person. Like, no better than Papi Duran. He's been working hard for his first singles title for, I want to say, 3 years, maybe 2 years. So it's definitely well-deserved.
I mean, that being said, where are your sights at right now when it comes to your goals?
I mean... I know Duke Fairfax has the America's title.
That he does.
Currently, yeah. The last time I was in the ring with Duke Fairfax was for the AAPW Rising Championship.
Right.
And that was when I actually took it from him. So, maybe history will repeat itself, but this time for the America's Championship. But I mean, not only that, I'm also trying to go out a little further out of Texas, like down to Corpus and GCWA, maybe make my rounds out there. I'm also have my sights set on going back to Arizona. This promotion called Arizona Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
So looking to make a name for myself out there. So so far my goals are just getting more out.
I gotcha. Well, his name has already been said. Duke Fairfax. Can you tell us about your issues with him? You've had quite the rivalry over the year.
Oh yeah, this all started in December last year in the AAPW Rising Championship tournament when we met in the finals. And honestly, when I first joined AAPW, I looked at Duke, and and to me, I feel like it's like friendly competition. I feel like every time he does something, I want to do something. I want to do it better. So he definitely inspires. He inspires me a lot to push harder, and he did the ultimate disrespect in ripping my mask, my first ever mask, actually. Thankfully, I had a backup ready for the upcoming show the following year, but since then we met in the ring a couple more times for the Rising Championship, and the last time we met was when I beat him in that no disqualification match and taking that Rising Championship away from him. And since then, even in training, it's still the same. He does something, and I just want to do it better. He just continues to push me.
I gotcha. So obviously he got the America's title first, so obviously you're going to want to outdo him in that regard.
Oh yeah, for sure. If he has the America's Championship now, so I'm setting my sights on that. I mean, who knows? Maybe me and Bull Madrid could run a quick tag, take the tag titles from the Outlaws. Would it be the first time we tagged?
And I did want to ask about that. You do seem like you do have a friendly relationship with Bull, which is not something a lot of people could say about Bull, because, not very friendly of a person. So, what is your relationship with Bull?
No, we're really good friends. Since I've moved down to Austin, I didn't really know anyone. So I was very just to myself. It really wasn't until I joined AEPW I finally was able to get to meet new people. And Bull Madrid, I'd say Bull Madrid, Kele were like the first two people to like really approach me and like make me feel welcome, not only in the school, but and just when I moved to a new state. And since then, we just always had a really good relationship to where I can consider him my brother.
Okay. Well, I mean, he is a part of Paradigm, so is there a thought or a feeling to enter that faction if the offer?
Hey, I mean, never say never, and there's probably a possibility, but you never know. We've had that conversation, but we just got to find the right time.
Okay, so maybe.
It's a possibility. I'll give you that, but that's all I'm gonna give you.
I gotcha. Well, going back to the Rising Championship, obviously, I believe it was your first ever title. What was that moment for you to win that championship? Your first ever championship.
When I won the championship, before the day came, I always thought it was going to be a very emotional moment for me. I thought I was going to be bawling my eyes out in the ring, crying. But when I heard the 3 count and I hear the announcer say "and new," I didn't know how to feel. It was definitely a special moment for me for it being my first championship. But it just didn't feel real. I kept looking at the title and just like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, no way this is real. This is probably just a dream. I'm probably going to wake up the next day and the championship's not going to be in my room anymore. But it took me a couple of days to like fully process that I finally won a championship.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, you win the wrestling championship your very next event.
Yep. So you would think I would have a couple of days to process things. It even after winning the wrestling championship, again, same thing. It took me a couple days to fully process this. That like, oh, I not only am I holding one title, I have two championships with me. So now it's like the responsibility of holding the main title for our rising shows, but also another title for, our main shows and heat waves. So like the pressure kind of started to hit me early on because, I want to be able to prove myself that I'm a fighting champion.
Yeah, you're 40 pounds heavier and you don't know why.
Oh, no, yeah. Just coming back home with another belt. Just at the time, my mom was living with me, and she just sees me walking with another one. She was like, "Another one? Really?" It's like, I don't know what to tell you.
Like, Mom, I won this. I earned it.
But shouldn't you be happy for me?
Right. But what does that kind of mean to you? To not just win one title, but two titles back to back?
I never thought that something like that would ever happen to me. So when it did, it was again, it was just nerve-wracking because now it's like overthinking of like, oh wow, now I have to defend both of these belts consistently each and every week. I would have to defend the Rising Championship on the Rising shows, the Wrestling Championship on the Heatwave shows. There's even times I defended both at once on our house shows, like outside of the AEPW building. But when I had both belts, it was very special to me. It made me proud of myself. It was telling me that I'm willing to take the pressure. I'm willing to take the responsibility of not only holding one belt, but two championships.
And you mentioned, winning the Rising Championship, you wasn't maybe as emotional as you thought. What was, if I could ask, like, what was the more emotional moment for you? Winning the championship or losing the championship?
I think I definitely want to say losing the championship. Only not because boohoo, I lost it. It was more of the fact that I was able to give someone a very special moment. Not only that, but throughout my title reign, I was able to elevate the wrestling championship. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to check with Pops, but I'm probably the most. I've had the most title defenses for sure. 17 successful defenses, but I've had 18 full defenses, and I believe no one's ever done that before in AEPW. So the fact that I was able to make the wrestling championship mean something, I feel like I made it as important as the America's Championship. And I took a lot of pride of defending that belt each and every week against, multiple opponents. I've had multiple names. I've had Lady Bird. I've had Nate Storm. I've had Dre Hendricks. I've had Chris Chaos. I even had Chuckles McKnuckles. So it was definitely very emotional once I finally lost the title, because I knew I made that belt mean something.
Hell yeah. Now, you mentioned the man, the myth, the legend himself, Papa Don. Can you tell us about your relationship with Papa Don?
Ish, no, I'm playing. No, it's a very good relationship. I feel like when we first met, the first time we met was last year when I moved here to Austin. Because before then I was already wrestling. I didn't fully originally start wrestling in APW. I was already wrestling before I moved down here, back in Arizona. I was already wrestling for 2 years. Took a little short break, and then when I moved down here, I decided to sign back up again, and I found AAPW. It was a very humbling experience at first because when I first met Pops, we talked. I told him my experience, and he just told me like, I'm gonna have you start with from the very bottom. And at first that was very like, at first I was just like, why? Um, but I think it was a good decision and a good choice for me to start from the very bottom again, because since joining AAPW and since meeting with Pops, I feel like I've not only grown as a wrestler but also as a man. Me and him joke around a lot. We always go out to Waffle House or Denny's sometimes after training. Would have some pretty sometimes personal conversations, but he also gives me some like, I feel like I learned a lot whenever we have some conversations whenever we go out to eat. Um, and I credit Pops to giving me a lot of these opportunities that I've already had. So I'm very grateful for Papa Don. He's definitely been a big part of my career from when I first joined AAPW and so on.
Would I be wrong in saying that training at AAPW is very different from training from your everyday normal independent?
From my personal experience, yes. I say that because the first school I was at, it was, yes, we were learning stuff. Like we'll learn how to bump, how to hit the ropes, how to lock up, how to do our rolls. But with AAPW, it definitely feels like a wrestling school. We go outside, we do our runs, we do our warm-ups, we do our rolls, we have our drills. So from my experience, it is definitely different from any other independent wrestling schools. Um, just from what I've experienced. I can't speak for everyone else, but that's just from what I know.
And around 2 months ago, you actually graduated from AAPW. So, everybody graduates with a gauntlet match. Can you tell us about your experience in your gauntlet match?
Oh, I'm honest with you, I don't remember most of it. I remember like bits and pieces of it, but it's definitely because I was just really tired like halfway through. But yeah, the gauntlet, it's the first time I ever got to experience the gauntlet, the graduation gauntlet, was when Bull Madrid and Cruz Casanova were graduating. So that was my first experience with it. And I would always think to myself, oh, I'm definitely going to prepare like months in advance for when it's my time. I had 3 days to prepare when it was my time to come up. It was because Pops informed me and Nate Storm that we were going to be graduating soon. So we said, okay, cool. We're going to start coming in, do some cardio drills. Get prepared, prepare ourselves. And when we were trying to figure out a day to come in early, Pops just hits us with yeah, we'll do it this week. So then the pressure started hitting once again, and when the day finally came, I felt nauseous, but I had nothing to throw up. And I was just panicking because I didn't know whether to eat something, to not eat something, because I was afraid I was going to throw up in the middle of the gauntlet, which has happened to other people. Won't name names. So a lot of these things are going through my head. And when it was finally time to like get us to the back and have everyone else get ready around the ring, I knew I had to go first, because if I didn't go first, I was gonna go insane while I was waiting for the first person to go. So thankfully I went first. Got people were definitely getting their licks in,
Right.
But other than that, it was I felt proud. Right there, I definitely got emotional afterwards. It finally hit that, I finally graduated. And the reason why I was very the reason why it really hit me was because before I came to AAPW and I was already wrestling, I always felt like I was missing something. I felt like in I felt like I still had a lot to perfect, and I still haven't learned enough. So the fact that once I finally graduated and Pops got to say you can officially call yourself a professional wrestler. All the 4 years I've already been doing this just came flashing back to me, and I just bawled out my eyes. Because I find it all that time was worth it.
It seems like that match was more nerve-wracking than any of the titles you've held.
Oh, for sure. Because it's the pressure of like making it through the gauntlet. I think, how long did I go? I think like 52 or 53. I could be wrong. So it's like, and everyone that's going in the ring with you, a lot of them are your peers, a lot of them are your friends. So it's like in my head, I'm thinking, I can't fail this. I can't fail in front of them. So
there's an added pressure
it was, so it was more nerve wracking for me. And so when I finally got through it, it all hit, because all my friends got to be a part of that moment with me.
And you said that you were able to go back to Arizona since graduation, correct?
I haven't gone yet, but I'm looking to set my sights out there.
What will that moment be like for you to, obviously, you left there and, you had some experience, but now you're
Yeah.
coming back with, all this new experience?
When I go back there, I know I'm gonna have something to prove now, because I like you said, I left there with the whatever experience I had then, and now that I'm coming back with what I've learned now, I definitely have something to prove to them. So it's definitely going to be very important for me to go back out there and just showcase what I've learned, and show that I've improved, and show that I could hang with the people in the top, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Do you consider that, like, as a homecoming?
Oh, yes, definitely. I mean, a lot of my family are out there. I think the only family I have out here are like one aunt and my sister, but over in Arizona is just nothing but family out there.
I gotcha. So it would be nice for your family to see you wrestle again.
Oh yes, yes, and I mean a lot of my friends back home too. I mean, I've been in Arizona for 20 years, most of my life, so it's definitely gonna be a homecoming moment for me.
Hell yeah. Other than Arizona, do you have your sights set on any other state that you'd like to, go to?
Um, Definitely want to hit up Colorado. Rocky Mountain Pro.
Hell yeah.
Um, I would love to go back to Vegas to hit up Future Stars of Wrestling, FSW.
Oh yeah.
Trying to think of another state. I definitely want to hit up New York. Want to go more east side. Want to set my sights out there. Tip my toes in there.
Well, you'll definitely not have a problem finding a promotion. I mean, you could literally draw a rock and hit a wrestling promotion in the East.
Pretty much. I think that's like the one thing I love about wrestling is like it's everywhere. So it's like you if anything, you're really just traveling around the world, just doing what you love.
Oh yeah. Now, kind of going back to the gauntlet match. there was one part that I'd like to ask about,
Yeah.
and that is the Taco Bell shorts.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about them?
So, oh, I can't wait for this to release now. I'm about to show this to Pops. He's gonna love this. So, right next door to the AAPW arena, it's I'm probably gonna mess this up. I think it's like a Muay Thai gym or it's a kickboxing gym. It's some type of gym, some type of mixed martial arts gym. I don't know.
Okay.
And there's times like some of their guys are blocked off from our cars and they're trying to leave. So one time, one of the students from that school comes to us asking if whose ever car is behind him, and he was wearing those exact same Taco Bell shorts, and I just had to ask him because they looked really cool to me. So I asked him, I was like, "Hey man, I gotta ask, where did you get those shorts?" He goes, "Oh, they're from my school. They sell these." And I've had that. It took me maybe 2 weeks to finally go into the school. I walked in next door, and I'm assuming one of the instructors was there, and he sees me walk in. He's asking like, "Oh, like, how can I help you?" And I just asked him, I was like, "I'm interested in buying these Taco Bell shorts." And lucky enough, they had one more large. So caught me I caught me those shorts, and since then whenever I have the opportunity to wear them, I wear them to training, and people always give me shit for it. They always look at me and they're like, "Really? Why? Like, why the Taco Bell shorts? They're cool. I don't care. They're cool. I'm wearing these everywhere." Unfortunately, they don't have pockets, but I don't mind.
So they're not just a wrestling thing, they're a personal thing as well.
Oh yes, I love Taco Bell. Don't get me wrong, and I mean, again, the shorts is really, really cool. So I just had to buy them, and every time, oh my goodness, every time I wear them during class, Pops always gives me shit for it, but like in a joking manner. So, and I always told myself when my graduation came up, I'm gonna wear those Taco Bell shorts because why? Because every time people graduate, AAPW uploads them on their social media pages. So I had to steal the opportunity to take a picture, my graduation picture, with the Taco Bell shorts.
Okay then.
It was a mission. It was a personal mission. I'm sorry.
Sounds like you're ripping Papa Don a bit too.
Hey, like that's our relationship. That's the type of relationship we have. We just rip on each other.
Well, let's talk about, your actual ring gear. Your first ever luchador mask, it did seem, a traditional lucha. But the current one you have, the black and white, it does seem more non-traditional lucha. I mean, are you a luchador or are you a masked wrestler? Is what I'd like to ask.
I will say this. At first, I was a masked wrestler. I could tell you that. But throughout the couple of months I've been training now, I feel like, no, I shouldn't. I was gonna say I'll probably say I'm a luchador, but I don't want to claim that and cause some type of controversy or something. We do have our lucha classes, and those days are always fun. I'm always learning something new. Always try to add it towards my arsenal, my movesets. So learning little by little to become an official luchador.
I gotcha. Is there any meaning behind your mask?
So the meaning behind the mask is basically it's face paint from it's like Native American face paint, So that's where the first one came in, the first red one. It was just like an image I saw, and I wanted to turn into a mask. Because they would wear war paint or face paint. So I thought to myself, why not make into like a mask? And then towards like when I finally got the black one with the white stripes, I decided to do face paint under the mask as well, because I was one of my favorite wrestlers today is definitely Penta. He has the face paint under him.
Right.
And that's something I've always wanted to try. So I was just getting a little experimental with it. Finally got more comfortable with the way I should set it. And then when I finally got the second version of the red mask, I got a little more creative with it. I was able to play with it more. So I was just able to, not only was I able to do some type of face paint, but I was also just able to wear the mask. And that's my war paint.
I gotcha. And what inspired you to don a mask for your, wrestling personality?
I've just always been a fan of luchadors. Growing up with my grandfather, he would always have a CMLL on the TV. And funny story, he would always tell me, he was like, "You see those men? Those are real men right there." So, and also just growing up watching WWE, Rey Mysterio, I was always a big fan of his. I would always have some of one of his masks and wear it in the bouncy house and wrestle around with my friends. And so it was just something I wanted to give a try. It's definitely hard sometimes, if I'm being honest, because now it's like you got to keep the face hidden.
Right.
So trying to keep the face hidden sometimes it's a little difficult, because I don't always wear the mask. Sometimes there's times I'm just like being free, being able to breathe. But whenever it's after a show or before a show, having to wear the mask, it kind of gets a little difficult sometimes, especially when I'm trying to eat.
I could get that.
Yeah, but it was just something I wanted to give a try. Definitely was inspired by other luchadors, and I just said, why not?
And you mentioned the face paint as well. I did notice in a couple matches, specifically the Kele match, that the face paint came down to the chest area as well. What kind of inspired to do the body paint with the face paint as well?
So, it was just I was getting very experimental one day. It was leading. I think the first time I did it was when I wrestled Rex Mori.
Okay.
That was that was the first time I tried the body paint. It was just something I had in mind, and I wanted to give it a shot. And once I did it with the in the match with Rex, I decided to maybe try to keep doing this every once in a while. And then the match with Kele came up. And every time I would do the body paint, I think the last time I did it was back in April. And I only really stopped because it's a long process. It's a hassle. And I was just a lot of the time I was doing it by myself. Well, not even a lot of times. Most of the time I was doing it by myself. So it was definitely a time crunch, and it was hard sometimes because I'm already sweating, and some of the paint would start wearing off, and it just became a whole issue for me. So I just decided to stop doing it and just keep up with the face paint.
I gotcha. So will the body paint return in the future, or just leaving that as a failed experiment?
I really want to say I will probably do it again, but never. Definitely a failed experiment. I'm willing to admit, failing experiment right there.
Well, speaking about that match with Mo Kelly, I mean, Mo Kelly, one of the harder hitters in, AAPW. What was
Yep.
that experience like wrestling Mo?
Eesh. It was not definitely hard hitting. I will say he would always bring the best out of me. So I was very happy with that match. Very proud of it. But yeah, Mo. Oh my God, Mo's is a different type of breed. I could say. I feel like when I first met him, I always had my eyes set on him because it was just a style of wrestling he would do. It was something I personally never seen or worked with before. So it was just something about it that I wanted to give my slice in there, you know?
You got a Mo Kelly story?
uh
I'll take that as a yes.
I mean, man, nothing too crazy. It was like one of the first few times we got to hang out. I really like the first time. It was after training. He asked me, he goes, "Hey man, what are you doing tonight?" And it was a Friday night, I believe. I had nothing going on. Didn't have work the next day, so I got nothing. Why, what's up? And he invited me out to go out to get some drinks. We all hung out at a bar first, and then we all decided to go hit up 6th Street. And we get to this one club. I'm not gonna name the club for for reasons, but we get a couple drinks in, and the one wrestling the quesadora move,
I believe so, yeah.
the quesadora move, right? The music's popping. Me and Mo, we're just vibing. We're just dancing to the music. I just go up to him and I tell him, I was like, "Hey, catch me in the quesadora." And he said, "Okay." And I just run towards him, jump on him, and he's holding me up in the air as his music's blasting. We have everyone around us just cheering us on. And I think from that moment that's when we knew we were going to be best friends.
That moment in Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends?
No, definitely. Like for some reason, whenever there's music playing, we have drinks in, and like there's a dance floor. We're hitting it.
All right. Well, maybe not the most friendly of competitors. Can you tell us about that time you put your mask on the line against Dan the Man?
Then, yeah. I mean, he was talking a lot of smack, and it was during the whole show was based on luchadors. Obviously he had to had his Dan the Man challenge, but he was being very disrespectful. So I I just had something to prove, and I decided to put my mask on the line. So I figured he might as well put his hair on the line. It's only fair, you know.
Right.
And it's a traditional lucha match, you know, hair versus mask.
Which you won against Dan.
Yeah, 2-0 in those type of matches too. Yeah, the first one I had was with Nate Storm.
Right.
Which so I got to take his hair, and when the day came to accept Dan the Man's challenge, I just figured, why not put your hair in the line?
Right. I imagine it was a good experience shaving Dan's head.
Yeah. It at the time it was definitely fun, but afterwards for some reason I had this itch and feeling in my hands. So afterwards, definitely there in the moment it was worth it, but afterwards definitely not.
when you have those kind of matches, putting your mask on the line, does it become a little bit nerve-wracking because, the promoter might be saying, like, we might go the other way with it, or are you feeling confident all the way through?
There's definitely the feeling. I definitely have like the nerve feeling sometimes. But going into the matches, I'm always confident. I'm confident I'm going to not only defend my mask but keep my mask
I gotcha.
and make sure it stays on.
Well, we talked about Duke Fairfax and, it kind of being a friendly rivalry. And, obviously you taking the title off of him. We talked about you winning the wrestling championship, but we didn't talk about who you took it off of. King Cortez. Not a friendly rivalry. It did seem like there was a lot of animosity between the two of you at the time.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Cortez. There's ever since he grouped up with Masterclass, something's been off about him. But before he joined Masterclass, he was a very important figure in my training. He every day whenever I come to class, he would be in the ring, and I would just go roll around with them, move around with them, chain with them. And I feel like it's what helped me improve in the ring. So I credit him a lot for helping me improve in the ring. Unfortunately, he had to go a little too far and try to rake my eyes, and not only that, drop a weight on me. Thankfully, that didn't happen. But before that, he was a very important figure in my training.
Was it as satisfying to get in the ring with him and actually, have the match that you had with him?
Oh yes. For whenever I get in the ring with him, I know what he's gonna do. Like I don't have to second guess it. I know what he's gonna do next, and I feel like it's probably the same way with him towards me. So it was definitely very satisfying.
Hell yeah. Alright, I think it's time for Nakai's Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro
Oh boy.
wrestler that goes up and down the road, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
Trying to think here. Trying to remember. Trying to remember one. Other than there's one time coming back from a show. This is like 2 years ago, I want to say. We were coming back from a show in Vegas. Tour and in the road, for some reason, there was like a lot of construction and there was a lot of roundabouts. For some reason, on the roundabouts, we just really there was a lot of stops. And throughout the drive, there was this semi truck that was for some reason in the middle of the night, going like 90. And we were stopped on one of the roundabouts, and I'm in the back seat, minding my own business. And I just happened to look back, and I just see these brights heading towards us. So I start panicking, and you just hear this yell off of me. I'm just yelling like, "Drive! Drive!" And it was just genuine fear, because I'm just thinking to myself, the people in the front seat are probably gonna be fine. I'm not. I'm in the back seat. This semi is really heading towards us. So that's the only story I could really think of why that's like crazy enough. I mean, a lot of times I'm either napping or just talking.
I imagine in the front seat, you panic struck the driver.
Oh, for sure. Thankfully, he was able to drive. And then afterwards, he was like asking, like, why? Like, what was that for? Like, what was that about? It's like, dude, a freaking semi truck was on us. What do you mean? And it's like I feel like a lot of the drives I would have on the road is there's always gonna be something with the semi truck. It's always something with the semi truck. Like one time I was heading from Arizona to El Paso, and there again another semi truck going like almost 100 or 90. I don't know, but he was definitely speeding. Mind you, it's very windy here. And you could clearly see the trailer like kind of like shifting a little, like kind of going on the side. And there's just multiple times he almost hit us. So definitely, I have a lot of beef with semi trucks.
I also love the fact that the driver did not know what you were talking about, but still.
You would think, we're looking at the mirror, right? Right. So it's like, what do you mean? What am I screaming about?
Yeah, drive fast, ask questions later.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I just remember this one. We were coming back from this is after a show in El Paso, right? Me and two other guys. One of them is Steve L. Liking, and the other is Anthony Alpha. We were coming back from El Paso, and we were taking turns on the drive because all three of us are tired. It's a long drive. It's like 6-hour drive. So I think we agreed on doing like 2 hours apiece, I think. Okay. If I remember correctly. The first 2 hours were I think it was Anthony. And then it was my turn. So they woke me up and we pulled aside on like this random lot. I don't know where. It's in the middle of like New Mexico. And we switched seats. As I'm about to pull into the highway again, there's just nothing. It's just dark and you see nothing but tall grass fields. And I kid you not, as I'm like pulling out to like go to the highway, I just see like this lady just walking. Again, it's dark. There's no cars around us right now. Nothing but tall grass. And I see a lady just walking. No, again, same thing with the semi truck. I started yelling and I hit the gas. And unfortunately, I woke up some of the guys in the car. They again, same thing. They both asked me. They're like, what happened? What's wrong?" And trying to explain to them what I saw, trying not to sound crazy, was just something. It was very hard.
Sounds interesting. Somewhat paranormal as well.
I there's one thing I don't like driving through New Mexico in the middle of the night. That's like one thing.
So, do you believe in extraterrestrials?
Hey, I wouldn't say I don't, but maybe there's a possibility. All right, maybe. I'm not like too deep into it, but just from like my experiences, I have it in the back of my mind,
I gotcha. You don't want to be caught off guard.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
I've seen enough scary movies.
That being said, can you tell us about your love of Pokemon?
Ew, brother, you're gonna hate me. I know I don't really know much about Pokemon.
Okay.
If anything, I just remember the cartoon popping up every now and then on like when I had the TV on when I was little. I mean, I played Pokemon Go here and there whenever I'm bored, but it's like I can't really get like too deep into it because I'm not really into it.
I saw you wear a Gengar shirt.
What was that?
I saw you wear a Gengar shirt. The Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a cool shirt. It's a cool shirt that I saw at the store. Where did I get it? I think I got it at like Spencer's. No, Hot Topic. And I saw it. Look comfy. Look cool. So why not?
Okay, so
For some reason, I always get compliments for it whenever I wear it out in public. There was like, "Hey, nice shirt." I'm like, "Sure, thanks." I don't know much about Pokemon, but cool, thanks.
Okay, so I read way too much into that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I mean, I feel like it was first with Taco Bell shorts. A lot of the things I buy and wear, majority of the time, they're just like I just looked at it, I thought it was cool, and I said, "Fuck it." I had money, and nobody stopped me from purchasing it. You know?
I gotcha. I mean, that being said, what are you nerdy about? You know, everybody geeks out, fanboys for something. So what is that for you?
Let me think. Uh, Not a lot of things really. If I'm being honest, it's either wrestling or just Minecraft.
Okay. I mean, Minecraft, are you like one of those master builder Minecrafters?
Oh no, I'm more of a I just explore and just mine. No, I will say though, I have been playing a lot of Fortnite lately. Like I just recently came back to it, um, because why not?
Okay.
Um, because before then, I think when I first started playing it, it was like when it was still like first season, first chapter, whatever it is now. Um, I think I was like what in high school or middle school at the time, and even then, I was really terrible at the game. Still am, but besides the point, I was just very terrible at the game, and I never didn't have anyone else to play with, because so I was always just playing by myself. And lately now, who it's always me, my girlfriend, surprisingly Chuckles would hop in there sometimes. Chuckles McKnuckles would hop on Fortnite with us, and another friend of ours that's also training at the school. So like the four of us every now and then, not every night, we would hop on Fortnite and we'll be up to like what sometimes 1 to 2 in the morning.
What are your thoughts on the sprite system that they're doing right now?
I mean, with you, I don't really like. I don't mind it. I mean, I kind of like it. Some of the like the effects they give you, like the Batman one gives you like the bat wings as a glider.
Yeah.
One of them, I forgot the name of it. It gives you like a boost in speed and like your jump. If you really want, like the whole sprite thing, that's my girlfriend expertise. She's like very big on like extracting them and all. Like she would always tell us like, I'm extracting the sprites." I'm like, okay, cool. I just get one. I see it. I see what it can give me, and I take it.
I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm the biggest fan of it, but
Really.
the ones that give you the extra life after you like kill somebody, or whatever gives you more juice. I'm
More of
there
an
for.
advantage.
Yeah, those ones I
For
like.
sure.
I
No,
don't
yeah.
like people that have the. I don't like the people that I'm going up against to have the advantage. So it's a double-edged sword.
True. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, do you know when they started doing it? I really don't.
It's been the last couple of months.
Oh damn! So it was still new.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So I mean, maybe like June
Oh,
at least.
fuck. Damn. I mean, I only started playing when I started playing. I started playing earlier this year. I started hopping back in again, and it was just like trying to get the feel of it again. And I feel like now I've definitely gotten a little better at least. Um, so it's a nice little hobby to do after a long day, especially if I don't have anything else going on next day early in the morning. So I get to stay up late and just play Fortnite.
Oh yeah. Do you have the skins?
I did, because I had the last time. I remember when I first joined, I got the battle pass. That was like the first thing I did. It was when they were doing and well, I mean they're still doing it. The whole Ninjago thing, their collab, the Lego thing.
Yeah.
So I have like one of their skins, the Kai skin. I have the that one banana skin with the suit. Forgot the name.
Peely.
Yeah, Peely. I have what's his name? Eddie from Ed and Eddie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have that's like one of my favorite skins. I also I just purchased the Patrick sidekick. You know the sidekicks that you could get
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So I have the Patrick sidekick. I have the Towley sidekick. Those are my two favorite sidekicks to use. Especially the Patrick one because like you get to make him dance.
And you said that your favorite skin is the Ed, Ed, and Eddie one.
Every now and then, but sometimes it's a disadvantage for me because it's a big hit point because the
Right.
skin is pretty big. So I try not to use it as much, but there's times that you use it for the memes.
I gotcha. All right. I think it's time for the colossal question. Let's
Oh
say
boy,
they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What
yeah.
would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
Uh, e- there's there's like I feel like majority of them are going to be Bad Bunny songs, unfortunately.
I mean, that's fair.
Uh, there's I think definitely one would be what's it called? What's it called? Voy llevarte pa PR, which is basically saying like I'll take you to Puerto Rico or PR.
Okay.
That's one. It's another one. It's another one. I'm not trying to do all Spanish. uh, Let me think. 200 Watts by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
That's one of his songs from the Invincible album. Ooh, you know what? If we're speaking about Michael Jackson now, then it would have to be Blood on the Dance Floor.
All right. Well, definitely a solid 3 picks to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, one Spanish and then the other two are just Michael Jackson. Because why not?
Now that we have the soundtrack down, everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go the casting. Who
Oh boy.
plays you? And you can't say yourself because you are obligated to make a Stan Lee-esque cameo.
I feel like he only comes in mind if we're talking about playing me. He only comes in mind because it's funny to me. I would say Vin Diesel.
Okay.
I don't know why. He just came to mind. It's just very funny to me. So I'm just trying to imagine Vin Diesel saying sacrifice.
Well, we know he could say family.
Oh, for sure.
Now that we have you casted, every movie has a supporting cast. Who would be 3 people significant to you and your story, and who would play them?
Ooh. Because now I have to think of who looks like them. Let me think. You said 3, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. One, I feel like one person that would have to be like a side character would have to be like. We have to put Mo in there. Who would play Mo though? Why not have Kevin Hart play as Mo Kelly?
We're gonna need some interesting camera angles to make Kevin Hart look big.
That's the point. Who would be another person? We could do. Let's have Bull Madrid. Who would play Bull? Who would play Bull? I'm trying to think. Who looks like Bull? Bull Madrid by Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, cool.
They're gonna hear this and they're gonna shit on me. Watch, I'm telling you. One more. I need one more person in this. Who's a British actor? This have Tom Holland as Ethan Hunter.
Perfect. We're basically recreating Fast and the Furious here with Tom
Somewhat,
Holland.
yeah, because why not?
But why not?
I'm sorry, like I'm very bad with like actor names, so like I just think of like who I really know, and it's just funny to me.
Well, it's sounding like a great movie. A blockbuster
Oh yeah,
to say the least. And you could pre-order the tickets now.
I would hope so.
Now on to a controversial subject.
Oh boy,
Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
never. Should never. Pineapple and pizza, no. Don't get me wrong, I love pineapple and I love pizza, but pineapple and pizza together, no. And if you have if anyone out there has an issue with that, you can meet me. You can meet me at AAPW.
He'll be wearing his Taco Bell shorts.
You see me with my Taco Bell shorts. If you don't want to meet me at the school, then you can message me at na.kai25 Nakai on Instagram. So again, it's no. Why would you do that? Pineapple on pizza.
Okay, so
That should not be allowed. That shouldn't be allowed. Never.
So anti-pineapple on pizza and willing to
Yes.
go fist for it.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
I
What's your
stand by that.
And I asked everybody this question. What's your spirit Pokemon?
My spirit Pokemon?
Yeah.
Like just pick one of them?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically which one do you identify the most with?
Trying to remember from like when I watched the show. What's that one called? He looks like an otter. It's a water type.
Otter.
He looks like an otter, I think. He has like a shell on his chest.
Are you talking about Squirtle?
No, not Squirtle. Oh, you know what? We'll say Squirtle. But it wasn't Squirtle I was thinking about, but we'll say Squirtle.
Okay, fair enough. Now, we love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show. Do you know the acronym for Thug? THUG.
THUG. I actually don't.
T is for terrible.
Uh-huh.
H is for hell. U is for ugly. And G is for jail. 'Cause a Doug can't spell.
Alright.
Yes, we love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show, trying to keep the memory alive.
Oh yeah. That's beautiful.
Weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview, hopefully. Would you ever consider wrestling a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual physical Rock.
How big we talking?
I would say it's around the size of a shoe.
A shoe?
Yes.
No. No.
Okay, so not.
I feel like I'll trip over it.
But just for context, there is a wrestler named Psycho Mike that indeed wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an
Really?
Iron Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
I need you to send me the link of this if there's a video.
There is absolutely a video of this.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to send me. I need to watch this, actually. I need to watch it while I'm hitting the treadmill.
Yes, I'll definitely send you that after the interview.
Appreciate it.
On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where I see myself in 5 years?
Mhm.
Signed with the major company. Doesn't really matter which one. I mean, obviously the main goal is WWE. But I feel like where we are now, and just wrestling in general, there's definitely like a lot more options now, other than just WWE. I mean, there's TNA, there's New Japan, there's NWA, there's AEW. So there's a lot of alternatives now. So I would see myself being signed in one of the major companies.
And what is one of your matches that you would recommend people go see that best shows off you as a pro wrestler?
Neither. There's like it's like I can't really pick one. There's like there's a few. Definitely, I'd say the Iron Man match with Papi, this recent one. The match I had with Nate Storm, when I defended the wrestling championship against him.
Okay.
I don't remember the date, unfortunately. There's that one. When me and Bull first tagged against Beats and Blaylock. That was definitely a fun one. Trying to think. The match with Kele for sure. I feel like that's it for now. I have a lot of a good amount of favorite matches, but like those are the ones that just came to mind. If we're talking about like which ones to watch, so the Iron Man match with Papi Duran, one of the matches with Nate Storm, it was like one of the few times I defended the wrestling championship against him. It was the only time I defended it against him 1-on-1. And then the tag match me and Bull had with Muscle Media, and then the match I had with Kele.
Can we find those on YouTube?
Oh yeah, you can find those on the AAPW YouTube channel. It should be at official AAPW.
Perfect. And if they are indeed on YouTube, I could grab a link to them and put it in the description of the video below, but on YouTube in Castbox.
Oh yeah, I could send you the link if you need it.
Oh, that would be excellent if you could.
Oh yeah, if anything, to make it easier for you, I could just find the matches myself and send you the links.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah, I got you.
And you can check out those matches after this interview for anybody that hasn't seen them, wants to see them, wants to re-see them after this interview. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Oh boy. It'll feel a lot of pressure. Okay, let's do it.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
John Cena.
Worst wrestler.
Great colleague.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
CM Punk.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Edge.
Which one?
The damn it, this recent one.
Metalingus.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, fair enough. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is
Dead.
We would have also accepted. Tastes great on toast.
What was that again?
It tastes great on toast. That's a joke. Squash. Vegetable or fruit?
Vegetable.
It is indeed a fruit.
Damn it.
It has seeds. Tomato-like.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I've never had it, so.
Fair enough. Not a lot of people have.
Yeah.
New Japan wrestler Tai Chi. His ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
Ooh, see, okay. Now, it really depends. If you really want to get like a thongy type of trunks, like Dragon Lee type of trunks, you really have to be like built. You gotta have the thighs. You gotta have the butt. So if you have a good build, then you could get the high cheek up. You have a cheek out.
Okay, so if you have the ass for it, you could sew more of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, yeah.
And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
No.
And that is the correct answer. And that will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
No, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And where can we find you on social media and your merchandise?
So merchandise still work in progress, but if you are interested, you could hit me up on Instagram at na.kai25. Facebook is just Nakai. That's pretty much it.
Okay. And you don't have to type it into your Google machine. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below. But on YouTube and Castbox, simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Buy a damn shirt. Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment. But on YouTube and Castbox, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, but on X, Thread, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, when I say Wrestling With, you say entertainment, okay?
All right.
For our very special guest Nakai, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling With
Entertainment.
Hey, folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show. Support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.